Welcome to Montreal Trudeau International Airport, where today we're flying Austrian Airlines business class to Vienna. On this trip to Europe, I've booked the Austrian Airlines Boeing 767 departing from Montreal, across the Atlantic Ocean, down across Ireland and England and into the European continent, arriving in the capital of Austria. Our trip starts in a wet and snowy early December afternoon in Montreal, where I've made my way to the airport early, not to check out the Maple Leaf Lounge, which I'd have access to, but instead the new Air France Business Lounge on account of my Plaza Premium Lounge access. It's a stylish lounge featuring all of the latest cutting-edge designs from Air France, and it offers a wide range of amenities for travelers heading out from Montreal. In fact, with its ample seating areas, a full buffet, as well as a well-stocked bar, I'd say this is one of the best new lounge options at Montreal International Airport altogether. Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the Air France lounge here in Montreal. It's newly opened. You can access it with Plaza Premium from your Platinum card or from your other cards that have Plaza Premium lounge access. I am running a bit late though, so now it's time to go board the flight to Vienna. Austrian Airlines uses a Boeing 767 as the backbone of their long-haul fleet. And even though it's an older plane, the product is still holding up in decent shape. There's direct aisle access from every seat, although the privacy leaves a little bit to be desired. The seat back in front of you has a literature pocket, drink holder, and coat hook, and then underneath the seat, there's the space to put your feet in lie flat mode. Over on the seat console, you'll find the reading lights, charging ports, seat controls, and entertainment controls, as well as the tray table that pops out dynamically like so. First impressions of Austrian business class. It's definitely an older product here on the Boeing 767. It's holding up okay, but there are a few noticeable pitfalls about the seat that make it not quite stand out among its peers. Having said that, the highlight of Austrian is definitely the food and drink and service, so I'm really looking forward to that. Also, they do enforce the FFP2 mask here on Austrian, which is a good thing since I forgot to bring mine. Just before takeoff, I was asked for my meal and drink preferences, as well as handed this rather bare-bones amenity kit. Let's check out Austrian's in-flight entertainment options, offered in 4 different languages on this high-resolution screen. There's a wide selection of movies and television shows, but I personally like to put on the flight map and track our progress during the flight. Austrian Airlines uses the Austria-based Dough & Co. catering company, which is the same caterer that does Turkish Airlines' food. We all love Turkish Airlines for their onboard food, so I'm pretty excited to try what's being served here on Austrian too. Starter course here is Antipasti. The Antipasti got the meal off to a modest start, and it was followed by the Indian prawn curry, which I found to be good, but not outstanding. So this shrimp curry main course was pretty good, but I wouldn't say I'm blown away by it. Probably give it a 7 out of 10. Must say that I was expecting more from the quality of the main course here on Austrian Business, but we'll see what the desserts and coffee menu have to say about that. The cheese and dessert courses were good, but again, not groundbreakingly so, and I wrapped up the meal with some black tea. Now, despite not having been blown away by the food itself, I do have to say that the presentation of dinner here on Austrian Airlines has been truly spectacular. Top marks on the presentation side. Now, since this is the Boeing 767 after all, it's an older plane, so the bathrooms aren't very big. In fact, the whole product overall is fairly old, and I do hope that Austrian comes out with some new planes and new products sometime soon. After freshening up in the bathroom, it was time to put the seats into lie flat mode and try to get some sleep. settled into a slightly narrow lie-flat bed, although the footwell was decently sizable compared to other transatlantic business class products. Now I'm going to try to catch some sleep. There's only about 3 hours of sleep that I'm going to get before waking up because I don't want to miss the breakfast service. This is a pretty short overnight flight across the Atlantic after all, so I'll see you in the morning. Well, as some of you might have predicted, I happened to oversleep again. And so now it's going to be all about a very rushed breakfast service, but I do want to try the breakfast and some of the coffee. I had asked the crew to wake me up for breakfast, and they said they really tried, but it was impossible. So probably my own fault. I should have set an alarm too. The breakfast service on Austrian wasn't much more than your standard eggs, meat, fruit, and bread, although it did turn out to be pretty appetizing. Now my great regret from this flight is having overslept and not being able to sample the very unique coffee menu that Austrian offers, including their specialty iced coffee. I was gonna have to seek that out on the ground. And speaking of which, it was a delightful sunrise view over Central Europe as we approached Vienna International Airport. I concluded this flight with moderately good impressions of Austrian business class, although with significant areas of improvement compared to their Star Alliance transatlantic peers. Austrian's Dough & Co. catering didn't quite blow me away the way I was expecting it to, and meanwhile the seat and the plane itself is definitely starting to show its age, and I'd say that Austrian certainly could use a fleet modernization, maybe with some Boeing 787 Dreamliners, in order to return to the top of the pack. This is my first time in Europe since the pandemic began, which feels kind of surreal. Now, boarding for my next flight to Poland isn't until 9:45, and now it's about 8 a.m. in the morning, so we may as well go check out the Austrian Business Lounge and see if we can get some of that iced coffee that I really crave. I went to the Austrian Business Lounge to seek out that iced coffee, but Austria was under lockdown at the time. So it was straight to an airport cafe to satisfy my cravings. Finally got my iced coffee just as we're about to head to board the next flight. I hope you enjoyed the review of Austrian Business, and I'll see you in the next one.